I'm Cindy Robinson, historian and archivist for the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. I was only a Girl Scout for 1 year growing up, and that was in 1961-62. I was a 5th grader in Corpus Christi, Texas. That was the 50th anniversary year of Girl Scouting. 2011-2012 marks the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouting. So I am privileged to have been part of 2 very momentous celebrations in the history of Girl Scouting. When my daughter Laura turned 5, I called the Girl Scout office up, the local agency there in Murfreesboro, and said, I hear you have something called Daisy Girl Scouts for kindergarten age girls, age 5, and I'd like to volunteer. I'd like to be a troop leader, and I've been doing it ever since. My 1 year as a girl was very important to me. I really enjoyed it. I was very impressed by the fact that those women took the time and effort and energy to invest in other little girls other than their own daughter, and I wanted to make sure that Laura had that opportunity as well, and it has just been a joy to watch her grow up in Girl Scouting. We've just done some awesome Girl Scout activities together, and that's made a wonderful memory for the both of us.
She put her every ounce of energy into being a good Girl Scout leader. It's not very often that you find somebody that prefers to have 2 troops instead of just 1. She has done this marvelous thing of letting the big girls learn to be leaders as they work with the little girls. She has that down to an absolute science.
Part of what is really amazing about Girl Scouting is the fact that even though it is primarily for the girls, it offers so many opportunities for adults. I've been able to travel, I've been able to broaden my own leadership skills, broaden my skills as a teacher, as a Girl Scout trainer. The friends that you make in Girl Scouting as an adult are just as valuable as the friends that the little girls make, that you stay a sister to every Girl Scout, probably for the rest of your life. Some of my best friends are Girl Scouts.
She laughs and introduces me to the girls as the one who taught her all she knows about Girl Scouting. Now, I don't know that I taught her all she knows, but we sure have had a good time learning together. The thing we've had most fun with is working with history. She loves Girl Scout history. I've teased her and told her she has more Girl Scout memorabilia than they have at the National Girl Scout Museum.
I started out just picking up little pieces of things here and there that I could share with the girls, the old handbooks and uniforms especially, so that they could have a chance to try them on and play with them and learn from them, and then got into the jewelry and a lot of the rarer pins and badges and things like that too. History is just part of my life and always has been. And the fact that Girl Scouting has a wealth of artifacts and memorabilia, I got interested in finding Girl Scout pieces, parts of stuff, and on a volunteer basis, I started helping out with exhibits and the display cases and preserving some of the Girl Scout memorabilia here at the Girl Scout office. And before I knew it, I was asked to take it on as a part-time position, as a staff person and not as a volunteer. We do have a Golden Eaglet pin, which is the highest honor in Girl Scouting, and it belonged to one of the girls here in Nashville-Davidson County from one of our very early Girl Scout troops. So that's probably the rarest and most valuable piece that we have. My favorite part of Girl Scouting, dealing with the girls. The girls always come first. They are the lifeblood of Girl Scouting. It is so much fun to watch them grow and change and develop and learn and achieve, and they're what makes it all worthwhile.
She's one of those people that never bats an eye at taking on an event, whether it's for 50 people, 500 people. I bet she'd do one for 5,000 if we just had a place big enough to get them all together. I found out a lot of things are possible that I didn't know were.
This is my 23rd World Thinking Day. Every year we choose a country to focus on the Girl Scouts or the Girl Guides of that country. And this year we decided to go Japanese. They're all juggling otedama and trying on kimono and making fans and eating sushi. And so I think they've had a really good time.
This fun is put together every year by Cindy Robinson. All of the troops that are involved here are going to be demonstrating some aspect of Japan to the younger Girl Scouts that come to visit us.
You would probably stand in front of the table to keep them from putting their hands on it. So you would talk about them and then let them come past and look at it, and that way you're out here where you can monitor to keep them from touching, okay?
Miss Cindy has a real passion for Girl Scouts, which I admire about her, and it's basically her life and she loves doing it, so
She always gets the job done and she does it right, and we do it, everything we do as good as we can, and that's what really means the most because she truly cares about us. So that's really a good feeling.
It's very important that the girls step outside their own little narrow neighborhood. Juliet Lowe always wanted girls to look wider still, to go beyond just what they're used to and form those international friendships and develop those bonds with people of other cultures and other civilizations, because with understanding and knowledge comes friendship, and with friendship comes peace, and so that's what we're all about. There are lots of highlights in Girl Scouting. When I received the Thanks To Award, which is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a Girl Scout adult, I had absolutely no idea that I was going to be honored that way, and for me to be speechless is amazing because I usually can talk about anything, anytime, anywhere.
She's not somebody for whom the Girl Scout promise and law are part of a ceremony, but they're a way of life.
I am a lifetime member of Girl Scouts. I firmly believe in this organization and what it has to offer girls and women, and I hope someday that I will have granddaughters involved in Girl Scouting. As long as my health holds up and my energy holds up, I plan to be a Girl Scout till the day I die. My most favorite Girl Scout story is about some Daisy Girl Scouts. We used to do what was called the Daisy Fun Day, and we would talk to the little girls about Juliet Lowe and the early history of Girl Scouting, and how as she grew older and got involved in the Girl Scout and Girl Guide movement, how she involved all of her friends in it, and she would go from place to place and get this lady to be a leader and get that lady to volunteer to do an activity and get another lady to support the Girl Scouts financially. And I had a whole group of little Daisy Girl Scouts wrapped at my feet listening to the stories I was telling, and paused for breath, and one of them looked up at me and said, "Did she get you too?" It's like, yes, she got me too. 100 years after it started, she got me too.